Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm gonna go through how I went from this to the left 92 kilos to right now 82 kilos and how that affected my muscle up training basically. And also like how I went from this is between 90 and 92 and yeah, to this currently 82 kilos. So I am still wanting to lose 2 more kilos, but I think this has been a great transformation going from this to this, and it's been around 4 months. So I've been like taking it kind of slow, not super slow, but it has been like manageable. So I will talk you through how I achieve this, and let's start by looking at this. So the method is kind of simple. So I just googled TDEE calculator. And then I clicked on this, the first one, and then I put in my age, my kilo. I was weighing like say 90 kilos and 189. And let's take moderate and then calculate. And when you scroll down a little bit, you can click on cutting. And then it says here, my cutting calories is around 2,400 calories per day. So I've been around 2,300 to 400 calories per day. And I was tracking everything, as you can see here. I was scanning it, putting it into my calorie tracker, and then just making sure that I got 2,300 to 2,400 calories per day. And I was also weighing myself every morning. And that was it. So I just stuck to that, and that made me go from the left side here to this. So it's kind of easy on paper. Mentally it can be kind of hard sometimes when you're hungry and that kind of thing, but I just I stuck to the calories, and as I said, I want to lose 2 more kilos and that's it. Then I'm happy with that, and then I'm going to maintain. So just imagine when you are practicing your muscle up, and if you put on even like 0.5 kilos or 1 kilo of added weight, your muscle ups is going to be so much harder. And then just imagine if you have some excess body fat that you can lose, and let's say you lose 3 kilos or 5 kilos, your muscle ups are going to be so much easier. Say you're working with the green band, maybe after you lose a couple of kilos you're at like the red band or something. So for me, in my case, I've lost around 8 to 10 kilos and my muscle ups feel so much lighter. Just imagine adding 10 kilos to your muscle up. It's like night and day. And also, it's better on your joints. I feel that I recover faster, and yeah, I would say everything is just better. So I had my bulking period. It was a little bit too long maybe. And now when I reach my goal of 80 kilos, I'm gonna try to stick to that weight. I'm not trying to build too much muscle or anything like that. Just staying like kind of lean like this, yeah, and then just staying like this year round would work really well for me. And my recent supporter is called tunga chins, which is a Swedish word for heavy chins, heavy chin-ups. And he bought me 5 coffees. Thank you so much for that, Tunga Chins. And he writes, "Thanks to you and your very thorough explanations, I unlocked the muscle up today. I started with the purple band, no problem. Then green, no problem. Then I got stuck using the red one. This pissed me off, so I rested for a bit longer. Then I gave it my all to try without a band. Boom, there it is. Amazingly enough, it felt easier without the band. The most important thing that finally took me over the bar is elbows forward." So again, thank you so much for your support and for the 5 coffees, Tunga Chins. And let's go through what clicked for him with elbows facing forward. So when you're doing your muscle ups and pulling up, you want to pull with your elbows facing forward. And as you can see here, I'm pulling up with elbows facing forward. And what that does is it creates a good bar path, because you want to pull around the bar. You don't want to be pulling straight up. And that's basically solves that. If you have your elbows facing forward when you're pulling, you are pulling around the bar. So really emphasizing that will really help you with your muscle ups. And you also want to be practice that when you're doing your weighted pull-ups, because we want to do our weighted pull-ups for the muscle up. So this is not, so much about, getting a really heavy, perfect form pull-up. This is pull-ups for the muscle up. So same technique here. You want to be pulling with your elbows facing forward, and that will really get you to have a strong muscle up. And I also want to go through the muscle up technique quickly once again. So you want to start your muscle up by standing on a box or something like that. You don't want to jump into your muscle up. That will make it harder to control. So step, as you can see here, I'm having one leg in front of the box or the tire here, and then I just step into the swing. So you want your swing to be, not too big and not too small, somewhere in between. So this is a perfect swing for a beginner. And as I start to swing back, as I reach the top point of the swing, I wait a little bit and then I start pulling up with my elbows facing forward. And I'm completely relaxing my legs and core. So everything from chest down is completely relaxed. And then I'm pulling up with my elbows facing forward. And when I'm about here, so chin over the bar, maybe a little bit more, I start pulling the bar towards me. And that creates a very smooth transition. So the transition is actually just pulling the bar towards you. And you don't have to have a really high pull to do a muscle up. I'm pulling up around here to chest height, and then I just start to pulling the bar towards me. So that is actually it. So you can see here, elbows facing forward and pulling the bar towards you when the chin is over the bar or when the bar is like chest height or something like that. And also really important, if you want a clean muscle up, is to practice to relax everything from the chest down. Otherwise the legs will be in front of you and it will be harder to control the dip. As you can see here, the legs are just following the upper body. I'm not using them for any momentum at all. And when I'm about here, when I'm initiating the dip, the legs are straight down under me. They're not in front of me or anything like that. So that's the goal. And that happens when you time the muscle up correctly. So you don't want to be pulling too early, like here. You want to wait a little bit, and when you start to swing back, then you pull. So it's very small adjustments that makes a huge difference in the muscle up. And as you can see, the legs are just following the upper body. And from the last angle as well, stepping off the box into the swing. Here I'm having a little bit smaller swing, but the technique is the same. I'm just waiting a little bit before I pull up. And then just rowing the bar towards me. And relaxing my core. And a lot of people are looking up at the bar for the muscle up. I just like to look straight ahead, I think. Let's see. Yeah, just looking straight ahead. And guys, if you want my technique tips emailed to you, you can just download my free muscle up technique checklist. It will really help you, remember the muscle up technique before every muscle up workout. So you'll have it in your phone. You can just go through it step by step. So you just, so you don't waste unnecessary time when you're doing your muscle ups. So you can just download that by clicking on the link in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for all your support. Send me your muscle up videos if you want me to review them. So take care, guys. All the links is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you in the next one.